If you grew up in Britain during the 1960s, you'll probably remember something quite different about police cars. There were no flashing LED light bars, no high-tech onboard computers, and certainly no fleets of powerful SUVs patrolling the roads. Back then, British policing relied on something much simpler: a handful of dependable cars that officers trusted, day after day. Some were quick, some were practical, and some became almost as famous as the officers who drove them. These cars patrolled city streets, country lanes, motorways, and town centres during a decade when Britain was changing rapidly. And while they may seem modest by today's standards, they played a vital role in keeping the country moving. For many people, the sight of one in the rearview mirror was enough to make them check their speed immediately. So tonight, let's take a proper trip back and look at the cars Britain's police relied on during the 1960s. And chances are, you'll remember seeing a few of them yourself. Number 1. The Jaguar Mk2 IF. There was one police car that became legendary during the 1960s. It was the Jaguar Mk2. Police forces needed something capable of catching increasingly powerful cars, and the Jaguar was exactly that. Fast, comfortable, and remarkably capable for its time. With its powerful engine and excellent road manners, the Mk2 became a favorite among traffic officers. It wasn't unusual for drivers to spot one approaching rapidly in the mirror and immediately ease off the accelerator. The Jaguar earned enormous respect, and quite a bit of fear too. A proper motorway interceptor before the term even existed. Number 2. The Wolseley 699s. The Wolseley 699s may not be as famous today, but it played an important role in British policing. These large saloons offered plenty of interior space and respectable performance, perfect for patrol duties. Officers appreciated their comfort during long shifts, and their reliability made them a sensible choice for many police forces. You saw them in cities, towns, and rural areas alike, quietly getting on with the job. Number 3. The Rover P4. The Rover P4 earned a reputation as one of Britain's most dependable cars, and that's exactly why police forces liked them. They were solidly built, comfortable, and capable of handling long hours on patrol. Many officers developed a genuine affection for the P4. The cars felt sturdy, reliable, and well-suited to the demands of police work. Built like a tank, as many people used to say, and in policing, that was never a bad thing. Number 4. The Ford Zephyr. Now, here's a car many people will remember instantly. The Ford Zephyr became one of the most recognizable police cars of the decade. Its size, performance, and practicality made it a natural choice. Traffic officers particularly appreciated the Zephyr's ability to cover long distances comfortably, and because they were widely available, maintaining them was relatively straightforward. The Zephyr became a familiar sight on British roads, whether you were driving through town or cruising along the motorway. Number 5. The Austin-Cambridge. Not every police car needed blistering performance. Many forces required dependable vehicles for everyday duties, and that's where the Austin-Cambridge came in: practical, reliable, and economical enough for regular use. The Cambridge handled countless routine patrols throughout the decade. It wasn't glamorous, but it did exactly what was asked of it, and in policing, reliability often matters more than speed. Number 6. The Jaguar S-Type. As traffic increased throughout the 1960s, police forces needed more capable pursuit vehicles. The Jaguar S-Type helped fill that role. It combined the performance officers needed with the comfort required for long shifts, fast enough to keep up with most cars on British roads, and refined enough to spend hours behind the wheel. Many drivers who spotted a police S-Type approaching knew it was best not to test their luck. Number 7. The Morris Oxford. The Morris Oxford became a dependable workhorse for many police forces, affordable, simple to maintain, and well suited to urban patrol work. You could find them serving communities all across Britain. From busy city centres to quiet rural towns, the Oxford wasn't particularly exciting, but it was trustworthy, and that counted for a great deal. Number 8. The Humber Super Snipe. Now, this was a more substantial machine. The Humber Super Snipe offered comfort, space, and a commanding presence. Senior officers often used them, as did forces requiring larger patrol vehicles. That the Super Snipe looked authoritative, and when one pulled up outside an incident, people tended to notice it projected confidence. Exactly what police forces wanted. Number 9. The Triumph 2000. Introduced in the mid-1960s, the Triumph 2000 quickly found favor among several police forces. It looked modern, it drove well, and it offered excellent comfort. For officers spending long hours on patrol, that comfort mattered enormously. The Triumph also gave police fleets a more contemporary image, as Britain moved through a decade of rapid change. A smart and capable choice. Number 10. The Mini. Now, this may surprise some people, because when people think of police cars, they usually imagine large saloons. But the Mini proved incredibly useful for certain duties, particularly in busy urban areas. Its compact size made it perfect for narrow streets and congested town centers. Officers could get through places where larger cars struggled, and despite its size, the Mini earned enormous respect. A small car with a very important job to do. Looking back now, it's remarkable how different police vehicles were in the 1960s. Today's police cars are packed with technology, automatic number plate recognition, advanced communications equipment, powerful computers, and performance levels that would have seemed unbelievable back then. But in the 1960s, policing depended far more on the officers themselves. The cars were important, of course they were, but they were tools rather than mobile command centers, and perhaps that's why these vehicles remain so memorable. They remind us of a different Britain, a Britain where the local bobby was often a familiar face, where police patrol cars looked surprisingly similar to the cars parked outside ordinary homes, and where keeping the peace relied just as much on common sense as technology. Many of these motors have long since disappeared from active service, yet they remain an important part of Britain's motoring history. And for those who remember seeing them on the roads, they bring back memories of a very different era. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these police cars do you remember seeing most often? Was there a particular patrol car in your area that everyone recognized? Or is there another 1960s police vehicle that should have made the list? Go on, let me know in the comments. I always enjoy reading your memories, and there are always some fascinating stories whenever Britain's old police cars are discussed. And if this video brought back a few memories from the old days, give it a like. It helps keep these stories alive and allows more people to enjoy these journeys through Britain's past. And if you enjoy classic cars, forgotten history, and nostalgic trips down memory lane, don't forget to subscribe. There's plenty more still to come. Because before high-tech patrol vehicles, before powerful police SUVs, and before modern policing transformed Britain's roads, these were the cars officers trusted, the cars communities recognized, and the cars Britain's police relied on throughout the 1960s.